Hi, hello. In thinking about another album and starting to review it, uh, the which was released in 1976, it brought to mind a lot of different things. Um, a bicentennial year for the United States, 200 years since the Declaration of Independence, um, and a very pivotal year for me. Um, I turned 14 at the halfway point, and I went from at the beginning of the year listening a lot to a radio station that was known at the time as 1980 KJ, I think it was called, which was a lot of soul and funk music, and uh, the music, I mean, just tons of stuff that I really loved. And that year, I think I bought three albums, not at a record store, at a swap meet. What I could afford at that time was the beginning of the year, Gratitude by Earth, Wind, and Fire. Um, I think later on, like in the summer, A Day at the Races by Queen, and Face the Music by ELO. Um, for whatever reason, I went away from that uh, AM radio station and started listening to what would be referred to in those days. And I don't know. I guess if you look it up in a Google search, album oriented rock stations (AOR), uh, in in the Southern California area, or at least in the LA area, would be KLOS, KMET, and maybe sometimes K West. So at that time, I started listening to mostly what you would consider now classic rock, and um, mostly because of how I was starting to develop and feel and latch on to those uh, parts of rock and roll that are all about angst and uh, youthful exuberance, um, and just restlessness. So, 1976. What do you know?